Go for it.
Okay, we're back. We're back streaming again.
This sucks. So can we put all these YouTube videos together into one video?
No.
There's just gonna be 3 videos.
I could download all of them and then edit them together and then re-upload them. I guess that's what I'll do.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. Well, sorry. It's been kind of a shit show here.
Yeah. It really has.
So here's we learned a life lesson today, which is which other people who stream have already learned, which is don't update OBS
and don't prepare beforehand for the stream. Just wing it, because you did that today. You prepared for the stream.
I did. I was like, oh well, let's update OBS. Let's get all the stuff. Let's get everything set up. I did all the things that you're supposed to do to be a responsible streamer, except for updating OBS. Apparently, to be a responsible streamer, you don't update OBS.
Right.
But OBS was like, hey, we got a new update. It's got features. It's got things. Turns out it's got the same features that OBS always has had, because nothing changes in OBS ever, except for that it doesn't work. It just the only feature they ever add is that it doesn't work anymore. So. It's kind of a bad feature, but if you ask me, but hey, you know, what do I know? I just stream sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, what were we even talking about? Something about the environment.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, besides, you want to get chat back up? Besides, you know, the obvious walking or riding a bike or maybe a scooter, do you ever see there being like a real alternative, not alternative, but a real environmentally friendly single person or family transportation mode? You know, battery powered cars, they still use gas as of now, and we know that the battery's not good for the environment, the power sources for the electricity is not good for the environment, so you're basically trading one evil for another. Albeit maybe not as bad, but still, yet. You're using gas to an extent, and you're using coal to an extent, and you're using batteries that are made of things that are not good for the environment to an extent.
Well, the concept is really that centralizing the production of energy makes it more efficient. Because you can more efficiently run a coal plant than you can run, you know, thousands of engines driving cars around on the road, you know, for a given area. Hundreds of thousands of cars rolling around in the same area that you might be running one coal plant really efficiently.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think coal's great. Coal's not great. But no, I mean, really, like the best bet is electric vehicles, and that's, you know, built on the idea that our electric grid is going to become more renewable over time.
Right.
That's really what it comes down to. As it is, I mean, you can buy an electric car and feel good about yourself if you want to. I mean, that's you know, that's kind of the whole deal with electric cars right now, is that you get to feel good about yourself for having bought an electric car. Unless you're buying a Tesla, in which case you get to feel good about yourself because you're wealthy enough to afford a Tesla.
And you look freaking cool.
You do. You do look cool in a Tesla. And it's pretty stylish and awesome. And I would love to have one. I really hashtag goals, you know, here. But
speaking of Tesla, I watched several Thunderfoot videos the other day. Several Thunderfoot videos. Yeah. But one on, or a couple, 2 or 3 on the Hyperloop. Yeah, and you're right. I mean, it's absolutely unfeasible. Yeah. But they're still making such a
That's only if you believe Thunderfoot.
Right. They're still making such a ridiculous media bullshit story.
Well, I mean, they love it. It's a great thing for the media because they love it. You know, it's their favorite thing, the Hyperloop. But I mean, it's not practical because there's all these technical reasons why it's not. And you can just go watch a Thunderfoot video if you want to know what those are, because I'm not going to tell you what they are. But, I mean, that's just...
Major shout-outs to Thunderfoot. That dude's cool.
It's not going to happen. No. Hyperloop, not going to happen. But it doesn't need to, though. It would be cool. It would be really cool if it did.
Is it really like a good alternative to flying? Like that's the thing. Like what we're trying to do is avoid having to fly.
Here's the thing, though. Flying sucks.
At most,
I mean, I like
most, those pods are going to hold like 1-2 people going at that speed.
Well, no,
how efficient
they
is
were
that
they were
be?
hoping to hold like 16 people or something.
I mean, those freaking tubes are only 3.5 feet tall.
Well, they're supposed to be, you know, the production models are supposed to be scaled up larger. So,
okay.
But the larger they scale it up, the more difficult it will be to actually do it.
Yeah.
It becomes less practical the more you scale it up, which is the point at which it becomes more practical.
No,
like
D-man, suck my duck.
Right.
Thank you. Anyway, so the production models were supposed to be bigger?
Yeah.
I thought that test track was supposed to be like where they started.
No, it's a scaled down
headed
concept.
to, San Francisco.
San Francisco. No, it's that test that. Thanks for the sub, D-Man Stick Guy. We stream every Monday night, except for all of them. No, we do. We always stream Monday nights. we do.
Stream Monday nights.
It's just that we didn't used to. We used to stream Thursday nights.
Yeah,
but,
this is new. And also the Mega Man Streamcast is new. We used to just play games and
not talk.
But now we play games and talk about bullshit that we're interested in. So
yeah. But yeah, the Hyperloop is. The test track. Like, are you talking about the SpaceX test track?
Yeah.
That's no. That's not supposed to be a production-sized model. That's just like a proof of concept thing that they used for like a contest.
Right, yeah.
It's not real. It's fake. It's fake. But, yes, we know we should get a profile pic. We just have been too lazy to do anything about it. Don't worry, I will design one.
He won't.
It's going to happen. No, I've been really busy lately. I still
haven't. Oh yeah, you have. You've been working a lot. I get that.
I've been working a lot.
I'm still back in like December when you weren't working at all. So
yeah, no, I work a lot.
Now I'm not working at all.
Yeah, you should design a logo, Jeremy.
I don't do that kind of thing.
Yeah, see, this is the problem that we have. So
yeah, thanks, Rush. Thanks, buddy.
He's there. He's there. He's waiting. But yeah, so the Hyperloop, that's not a real thing. It's not gonna happen. But here's the thing. You know what is a real thing, and you know what really could be cool to have in the United States? High-speed rails. That would be cool. See, here's the thing.
Monorails?
The low-speed train system we have here, it sucks. Nobody wants to go on it. Who gets on an Amtrak?
We did.
Nobody does. We did once because of the novelty of it. We thought it would be fun.
Okay, so I gotta say, the trip from Memphis to New Orleans, awesome.
Yeah.
We had our own cabin.
Yep.
The whole family was there.
Yep.
The trip from New Orleans to fucking Charlotte, North Carolina, not as fun.
When we were riding coach.
Not as fun.
In a train. Yeah,
for 19 hours or whatever the fuck it was.
So there's a reason why we don't go on trains in America. Like, Amtrak's there, but nobody uses it. But high-speed rail, that's the real solution. And this whole Hyperloop thing is just a distraction away from the real solution, which is to get some high-speed rails.
Well, see, that's funny because, again, back to Thunderfoot, he talked about, like in 1982, he showed a bunch of like news footage from 1982 about monorail technology and maglev technology, and how that was like the way of the future, and it never came to be anything here. And aren't they do that? Is it maglev in Japan?
A maglev, yes.
Maglev, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Maglev is a German. Maglev is a German company and a German technology.
Yeah.
But they only have built them in
a safe state.
Japan. They've only built they built one maglev in Japan, and they built one maglev in China.
Okay. Do they work?
Oh yeah, they work. They're amazing. They're really expensive. They're really expensive to build. Really, really expensive to build.
Okay.
The track is ludicrously expensive.
So we can charge like $400 for a ticket. It's cool.
But the thing is, we want high-speed rail that's practical and cost-effective, and the way you do that is not maglev, sadly. But there's high-speed actual rails that you can.
What's the difference?
There's no. Okay, here you know what the difference in the high-speed rail is? It's a regular train that goes fast.
No. What's the difference in that and what we've got now?
We go slow on our rails right now.
You're just saying a high-speed train.
No, high-speed rail. Rails. You need to plan your track for high-speed use as well. Here's what makes high-speed rail...
Fewer curves and stuff?
No. It's not fewer curves. It's that you have to bank your curves.
Well, yeah.
And that's something that's not done in trains like here because we have slow trains. Then we don't bank the turns at all because it's cheap. Dirt working is expensive. And so train systems that the train network that we currently have is built for slow, old, regular trains.
Right.
So it would require a lot of reworking and expensive remodeling of the current train system that we have to support high-speed trains.
Building a maglev.
But it would cost so much less to just do that.
Yeah.
Than it would to do any of the other stupid bullshit that anybody's talking about.
Well, the thing is, though,
everybody but us has high-speed rail.
Dude, American commerce runs on the rails, and you can't shut rails down for months at a time.
Sure you can. The rails that passenger, service happens on are not the same rails that most of freight happens on.
That's true.
You don't have to have high-speed rail for freight. You only need to make passenger travel practical.
Right.
And that's the thing, like, slow speed travel for freight is fine. Nobody cares about whether they're going to get their freight a few hours faster than they did before.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. If you need something to get there fast, you're not doing it on a train anyway.
Right.
But, like, we need to get people there fast on a train. That's something that we need to have. I need to have a way where I can go to, let's just say, Memphis, for example. Let's say I can just drive over to Memphis, right? Hop on a train that connects to Indianapolis.
Right.
If I could do that, then I could go to Indianapolis in a few hours. I drive 2 hours to get to Memphis, be on the train to Indianapolis for a couple hours, and then just be there, right?
Right.
That would be sick. I would do that.
Yeah.
Rather than drive the 9.5 hours that it would take to get there.
Right, or fly, which is the biggest pain in the
Or fly, which would take me almost 9.5 hours just to get through security and stuff. Is Rush going to save you?
No, he's going to kill me again and laugh at me.
And he just sits there.
Asshole.
He just sits there. He's just there.
Fucking
Spikes don't affect Rush.
Fucking Rush. Yeah, that's right. You can just drop Rush down in the spikes. No big deal. But see, if this was Mega Man 3, I could just drop Rush Jet under the platforms and he would just follow me around until I fell on him.
Yeah. If only it was Mega Man 3.
Yeah.
But, and you probably wouldn't have drank a bunch of beer if it was Mega Man 3.
True. Although, I mean, this game I always thought was harder than Mega Man 3, but I'm getting through it pretty decently. I mean, for not playing this game very much in the past 15 years.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Man. I just want to apologize one more time for all the technical issues we've had this stream. I don't know, man, but I'm rolling Windows back to before I did the update on OBS.
Yeah.
That's happening. I got a restore point from a couple of days ago.
You had to restore Windows back?
Huh?
You have to go back and restore Windows back to before you?
Yeah, I got to roll it back. Because something happened, and it was bad. But yeah, so sorry. But to your point, environmentalism, it's cool. It exists. It's a real thing. It's not made up.
No, it's real.
Am I an environmentalist? That's a good question. Let's talk about whether or not we are environmentalists.
I mean, yeah, go for it.
I mean, I am absolutely an environmentalist. I believe the environment exists, and I want to I want to have a minimal impact on it if possible.
Right.
Unless I'm having a positive impact. You know what I'm saying? So in which case I want a maximal impact. Right. In the positive direction. But I'm not gonna be like inconvenienced while doing it. Like
that is pretty much the way I feel. I wouldn't call myself an environmentalist. I think it's unwise to, you know, foolishly squander the things that we have.
Right.
But you know, we also have to get by.
Right.
And
I think that it does work in our favor. Like I said before, that a lot of these things that will ultimately be better for the environment are also going to ultimately be better for us too.
Right.
And that's good. I'm glad that technology is progressing in that way, because it makes it easier to make less sacrifice and still do a good thing. So, yes, I'm an environmentalist. You know. And I'm becoming more and more one as technology.
Just by driving your car.
No.
Oh, shit.
As technology allows me to more conveniently be one, I'm becoming more and more of one every day.
Right.
So yes, there will be a time when we're all environmentalists because it'll just be too dang practical not to be.
Yep.
And that'll probably be a good time where we can all stop arguing about it.
Yeah. Right. We can just say, you know what? Whether or not global warming is real, hey,
we're all saving a lot of money.
Yeah. But there will always be the Jeremy Clarksons of the world.
Yeah. And that's fine.
And I like Jeremy Clarkson, so I'm not gonna...
It's okay to be a Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's got to do it.
Yep. I'm a fan. I like Jeremy Clarkson.
Well, and like, here's the thing. I think that electric cars are the coolest thing ever. And I'm like in love with the concept. But at the same time, I think gas-powered cars are also the coolest thing ever. So I don't see a future where I don't own one of both.
Wait, oh, one of both, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
yes,
like,
for sure.
I will always want to have, you know, either. Like, electric cars are practical and cool and clearly the future. And they have things that happen that they can do that just like nothing can be, you know, nothing else can really compete with. Like, there are properties of electric motors that make them just so good at certain things. Mostly just delivering torque, low-end torque.
Did you use biodiesel, though?
Diesel's still not cool. Diesel has never been cool.
I'm sorry. I like diesel, but is diesel cool?
Diesel isn't one of those things where everybody tries. They try. Every company has tried to make diesel cool, and it's never been cool.
Yeah.
You know, the coolest diesel ever was whenever Volkswagen had the diesel, the 73 mile per gallon diesel Golf.
You know,
and that's the coolest it ever was. And then it turns out they cheated on their EPA.
As far as diesel being cool, like, I mean, like an F-250, you know, there's some cool diesel trucks.
Yeah, but you know, like Audi tried to do a turbo diesel R8, and like it was cool because it was an R8, and R8s are freaking cool. Yeah. But then it was also a diesel. And so it wasn't very fast. Mm-hmm. And so people were like, well, what's the point of this? It's an R8. It's a sports car, but it has a diesel engine and it's not fast.
It'll pull your camper, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's got all the torque. It's got all the torque, none of the horsepower.
Yeah, me too.
We had a hoverboard around the office one time at a previous job I worked at. Mm-hmm. I hoverboarded a few times. I can't skateboard though. Tried it, failed. As a kid,
I learned how to ollie.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
What about kickflip though?
Nope.
What about kickflip McTwist?
Nope.
What about some
other thing from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4?
Yeah. What about a manual? What about a varial?
Yeah.
What about What about Goofy? What about Goofy stance? Did you Goofy?
We should play. We should play Tony Hawk on the stream.
We should. That is a mindless game.
Yeah,
absolutely mindless.
I mean, unless you're trying to be good at it, you know. But that's not what we do.
Well, we should absolutely not try to play Skate, though. Skate is like an extremely skill-based, like. But I love that game, though. Man, we should play Skate on stream. It's extremely skill-based, and I will be super focused while playing it.
Are you good at this game?
Skate?
Yeah.
No. I mean, sometimes. I get real high scores.
Yeah.
It's the way you game that system is by grinding a lot.
So, are you going to eventually play... are we eventually going to try to do the no damage run of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance?
No, I thought we were going to do a speed run of it, because the no damage run would be infuriating.
Oh, right, because you have to like reset it a bunch.
Yeah, because I'm not good at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Whatever you say, G-Man Stick Guy. Hey, you're watching our stream, so... I guess you got that going for you. But yeah, so, you know, did you ever learn how to nollie, though?
I don't know what that is.
It's not an ollie.
Okay.
I think. I don't know what it means.
Fuck my...
I think it's where you, like... What's an ollie again?
It's just a jump.
I think it's like a jump from some... I don't know. It's something. Dude, I don't know. I've never skateboarded in my life. And by that I mean I tried to skateboard a few times, and I failed.
Yeah. And
I said, you know what, this is not for me.
I hung out with skateboarders. I hung out with skateboarders.
Yeah.
I didn't do much with them.
Were they really cool guys, though?
No.
Oh.
They were... but that's where I picked up MXPX and Blink-182.
Ah, makes sense. It all makes sense now, Jeremy. I think my understanding of your life is all coming together. I always thought, where did you get MXPX from?
Well, what's wrong with that? I like MXPX still today.
But they're such a skateboarder thing.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm not good at this game.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm really just making drunk mistakes at this point, though.
Yeah.
These aren't normal mistakes I would make. They're just slightly inebriated mistakes.
Clearly.
I'm still not good at the game, but I don't normally, jump into spikes for no reason. So.
Well, I mean, I don't know, Jeremy. I've watched you play a lot of Mega Man, and
yeah, a lot of that time I was drunk.
I'm starting to wonder if you don't just randomly jump into spikes just for fun. Like, it happens a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, this is not a hard stage. It's a bunch of these guys.
Final note on environmentalism specifically.
Yeah.
You know, it's easier to be an environmentalist depending on where you live.
It's also
here in Arkansas, electricity prices are pretty low. I found out I called the electric company to get like clarification on what the rates were.
Yeah.
And it turns out my rate is 9.25 cents per kilowatt hour.
Mine's 12 and running.
But here's the kicker though. During the winter months, which they consider to be, I don't know, some amount of months of the year, I don't remember which ones. Your first 1,000 kilowatt hours are 9.25.
Yeah.
And then after that, all remaining kilowatt hours are 3.57 cents.
What, really?
Yeah. Now summertime, it's 9.25 the entire time, but wintertime power is cheaper after the first 1,000.
Why is that?
Don't know. They just have seasonal rates.
Did you use less energy in the wintertime? You would think they would need to charge you more.
I don't know, for whatever reason, it makes sense to them.
Wow.
Probably because heat is more important than cooling, so they feel like that if you're going to be saving, it probably has to do with like lower income people.
Yeah.
Just basically being like, it's more important to heat your home than it is to, well, yeah, it's more important to heat your home than it is to cool your home. You can live
survived without air conditioning in the summertime. That's never happened.
Yeah, I suppose you're right about that. But like you will freeze to death, you know, during the winter if you don't cool your home. Ah, shit, the stream's screwing up again. Jeremy, you gotta fucking beat this game really fast.
I'm trying.
Sorry, this is OBS, Mr. D-Man Stick Guy. It's OBS's fault. Blame OBS. They fucked up big time. So, sorry, we'll be back.
I'll keep doing this until we come back. What really sucks is this particular series that is supposed to be our new identity has been plagued with Mega Man 1, which was a nightmare.
Yeah.
And now this one that's a 4-segment or 5-segment probably by the end of it.
Well, what we'll do, here's what we'll do. We'll just put, we'll just tag the entire Mega Man series as beta. This was the beta of our new format, you know? But now, where the real new format comes out is Mega Man X series. You know?
Okay.
That's where it's... But Mega Man series, that was the beta. Welcome back, guys. We are...
Oh, did that happen? That's already...
Yeah, I don't have to restart the computer. I just have to restart OBS and it fixes it.
Okay.
So whatever's going on here is frustrating and pisses me off, but is not.
What really doesn't make sense is why restarting OBS fixes it for a certain amount of time, then just suddenly it's not.
I don't know. Again. I don't know. But it's got to be OBS's fault. OBS is notoriously glitchy.
Yeah.
But the version we were on was pretty dang reliable.
I just heard it. Is this some kind of twisted Christian Science?
Yes, Trigun in the other room. Yep. If only you were watching Trigun instead of this.
Yeah, you wouldn't have these problems.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh man, I just saved. Shit.
Why'd you do that?
Because I'm an idiot.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, go watch Trigun instead of this.
Yeah. Sorry, D-Man Stick Guy. You would have had a much better time if you were watching Trigun.
It's on Plex. Just go watch it.
Yeah, just go to our Plex. It's there. Anybody can have access to it.
Yeah.
It feels that way sometimes.
Well, there's only like 4 people that have Plex, right? Your Plex?
No.
Oh.
There's you, Dad, Mom.
That's 4. Including you.
Sam, Steven.
I don't even know who Steven is. Yeah!
There's more than that.
Oh.
Phil has it. Yeah, there's a lot of people who have,
D-Man's got all the jokes.
Yep. Well, do we have anything else to talk about?
I don't know.
Because I think I've exhausted everything I have to say about environmentalism.
We can talk about the Hyperloop more. It's fun.
Oh, no, I would like to talk about high-speed rails some more.
Yeah.
All we have to do is just build them.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Well, so what, shut down Amtrak for a little bit, and then...
Yeah, shut down Amtrak forever, please, and then replace it with something new.
I don't think Amtrak would be okay with that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone cares, though, what Amtrak thinks.
They're a private company, aren't they?
No, they're they're heavily subsidized, government-subsidized company. Amtrak has never operated at a profit for its, like, entire modern existence.
I don't know.
They gush money out of every orifice.
Yeah.
They are the worst thing. It's a cancer, really, on
But what would America be without Amtrak?
Probably exactly the exact same. No one would even notice if Amtrak stopped being a thing.
No, you're right. I wonder how many passengers the average Amtrak trip has on it.
Probably 0 people. That's probably, the average is probably 0. If I had to guess.
It's gotta be some. There's gotta be some people taking Amtrak, right? Well, if they're government subsidized, then no, they wouldn't have to be.
Right. See, that's the thing. That's the trap you get into. You start thinking about it as if it's going to be like a real thing, but then it's actually a government subsidized thing, so none of the rules apply.
It's not real.
It doesn't exist. It's not real. It doesn't have to follow any rules. It just kind of exists,
right,
against all forces, because the government thinks it's important. And by thinks it's important, I mean it probably has to do with, you know, wheels getting greased, pockets having people inside of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a tank because this is excruciating. Can't believe I'm dying to this thing.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
It is. It's embarrassing.
You know what's really embarrassing though? How terrible this bottle opener is that I've crafted.
Yeah. Not great.
I realize my mistake now. I kind of built it backwards.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you should have made it where you pull it up. It doesn't matter. It's made of aluminum, so it's eventually
No. See, I should have cut the opener into this side of it. The entire flat of the bar was the ledge of the opener, but I did it in reverse, which gives it very little room to bite into the lid. I'll fix it later.
Yeah,
I have the technology. I whipped this up when I couldn't find the bottle opener while you were on the way here.
Okay.
So that's the kind of technology we're dealing with here.
Dead.
Victory, Sour Monkey. Get you some.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, and I love it.
Good.
So, Jeremy, exactly how far into this game are you right now?
One more stage.
Okay. Are you in the Wily stages?
Mm-hmm.
This guy did not look like Wily.
Oh, I already beat him. You weren't watching.
Oh, what was his deal?
Dr. Cossack or Cossack or something?
Were they trying to make you think that it wasn't Wily this time?
It was Wily extorting him with his daughter.
Oh, I see. But why can't it actually be not Wily for once?
It's got to be Wily. It can't not be Wily.
What if they subverted your expectations by not being Wily for one of these Megmans?
Then you'd be like, you'd get to the end and you'd be like, all right, there's more, and then there's not more.
And then you'd be disappointed.
You would be disappointed. What they've done is they've written themselves into a trap. You know, all these new Mega Man games that are coming out.
They have no freedom to do anything interesting with the story because people will be disappointed.
Right.
If they do.
I mean, it is true though. Like when they did the when they did the bait and switch for the second time, they set up an expectation that it's always going to be Wily.
Right.
So, if Wily never made an appearance, you'd be left at the end of the game going, okay, so what was really going on? Where was Wily in this game? We know he was behind it.
See, their opportunity to have gotten rid of that trope probably would have been Mega Man 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Because had been so much time, and that was kind of a reboot of the concept.
Like old Mega Man, if you're playing a game that's made to look like a classic Mega Man game, you want it to be a classic Mega Man game.
Well, sure, but like imagine this though. Imagine that Mega Man 9 was your standard fare, Wily, whatever.
Right.
But then with Mega Man 10, you take the opportunity that now you've kind of created a new generation of Mega Man games.
If there was like a specific point where Wily like died, I think the idea was that Wily was Mega Man's nemesis and didn't stop being his nemesis until Mega Man X.
Yeah. But wouldn't it be interesting if you encounter Wily at some point, but he's dead when you get to him? He's just like dead of old age. He's just like sitting in a chair.
And it's like, oh, okay.
But then there's somebody else behind the scenes who's been puppeting Wily the whole time.
It's never been Wily.
Right, it's never been Wily. That's how you do it. That's how you break the cycle.
Right.
It was Sigma.
Sigma's been controlling Wily all this time.
Right. Sigma created Wily.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what the deal is with this particular game, but this crap about getting to the boss and dying and then starting back somewhere in the stage is bullshit.
Yeah. Has that been the case for every boss?
Yeah, in this game. Every end stage boss. Not the original bosses.
Oh, okay. Well, whew, it's sour. Sour Monkey is sour.
It's good though. And I feel like I have to keep saying that because you wouldn't believe it. Just by hearing it's a sour beer. It is good.
Yeah. But it is sour though. If you like sour stuff, this is right up your alley.
And it's what do the kids say now? Hella crunk. I don't know.
What?
It's strong.
Yes, it is strong. High ABV. Well, buy a Volt. But don't just yet. Wait for Jordan to buy one.
By the way, they haven't sponsored us or anything. Caleb's just really, really proud of his.
Oh, by the way, I don't like Chevy. By the way, don't buy Chevy products, but buy a Volt though.
Hey, check this out.
Are you supposed to be inside of the boss right now?
No. There's a hitbox that's just at the front of him, but of course I jumped up and actually hit the hitbox. Mm-hmm. But there's a hitbox that's up there. Luckily I did do this. And if you hit him with the drill thing, you can get through the hitbox and get behind him, and then just stand there as long as you want.
Oh, nice.
But you can't jump too high, or you will actually. Here we go. And it does take a lot of your life to do that. So if you make too many mistakes, you're dead.
This sure looks like it's probably easier than fighting him honest.
Yeah. Well, it's not really though, because that's a really tight jump.
Oh.
You have to get the jump just right, or you're dead. Okay, I'll just fight him honest.
Probably take less time.
It would take less time than trying again and again. Unless I actually get killed, fighting him honestly, which is a very real possibility.
Well, all you have to do is save state and then load, like every time you make any progress without getting hit.
Here we go. Saved.
Don't save too much though, because...
Oh, I gotta... Whoa, oh, sorry. Sorry guys, hold on. There we go. Alright, how do I dodge this?
Go that way.
Yeah, I know. You told me to go the wrong way. That's the way I was already
You might
going.
have dodged it. I don't know. Why don't you kill him real quick?
I could have just killed him because he was one hit away from dying.
Save states. It's a legit way to play.
These are task strats, guys.
That's how you task.
You know what a task is,
Make
right?
a task. That's how you make a task. Is you just load and...
That is how you make a task, yeah.
And load and load and load and load and load every time you find the optimal way.
Yes.
Sick. I watched a speedrun video the other day that was an analysis of a speedrun of Super Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting. The world record, well, I guess.
Oh, yeah. You
world record of Super Mario
the
Brothers.
World record progressions?
No, it wasn't a world record progression. It was an analysis of this particular run.
Oh, okay.
That is, or at least at the
Super
time,
Mario Bros?
Was the...
or Super Mario World?
Super Mario Bros. For the NES.
The boringest game ever made.
Yeah. there's some really interesting stuff about timing things with the actual like bus cycles of the NES itself.
Oh yeah.
And like how the NES operates on a 24 frame bus, which obviously makes sense because, you know, the frame rates that the games are operating at. But anyway, the point is that like certain actions cannot happen any faster or slower than at 24 frame intervals.
Oh, are you talking about the bus that shows up at the end of each level every 22 frames, 24 frames? Mm-hmm. And is that what you're talking about when you said bus?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When you get to the end of a level, it doesn't matter if you're like at the beginning of that 24 frame window, you have to wait the full 24 frames before.
Right.
Yeah, I know about the bus.
Yeah.
That shows up every 24 frames.
Yeah. It's not a literal bus, but it is.
When you said bus, I was thinking like key bus or something. I didn't know what you meant exactly, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But what it is, it's actually like a bus. It's actually like an internal bus, like in an electrical sense.
Yeah.
Inside of the system, there is a bus that all this stuff operates on, and it's a certain number of frames is the interval at which this bus completes its round. You know? But it's not. It's. I mean, they when they talk about it, they talk about it in terms of like the imagery of a bus. But it is literally a bus in the system. It's actually like the NES's system bus as it goes through the various different processes that it has to do. So like that breakdown was really interesting because it was going into detail about all the technical background stuff that was happening, and they were talking about the pole clip technique and stuff like that.
Yep.
There's just like so much cool stuff. And then also the wall clipping method of getting a warp pipe to show up in a place where the warp pipe is not supposed to be, and just like
the Stage 4-2 is especially infamous, or famous, I guess, not infamous. Famous for a really cool glitch where you get Mario in front of the screen scroll, and then there's a vine that goes up to a warp zone, and then there's a pipe that takes you to a coin cache.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you get to the pipe while the vine is still in the loading zone, you can go down the pipe and end up at the top of the vine.
Yeah, that's actually specifically the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's the way that you do it, apparently, is you clip through the wall, which causes Mario to outpace the scroll speed of the screen itself, because it's an area you're not supposed to be in. And so the value for which which area the vine or pipe warp is taking you to is not reset to the correct one for the pipe.
Right.
So it's faster than going up the vine, which I think is interesting.
Is that scrolled? I can't tell. I didn't know if it looked like it scrolled up.
I think it auto scrolls.
I figured it did, but
yeah, it's scrolled down. Yeah, speedruns are interesting. I mean, I don't really watch them because I don't have time.
I watch
to sit around and watch speedruns.
I have time.
I got shit to do, but I do watch videos about speedruns that are far longer than the speedruns themselves.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to watch them, I think the current Mario World record is like 450 something.
Yeah, I watched a 25-minute video about that 4-minute and 50-second run, but didn't watch the run, though.
Right.
I don't have time for that.
Oh, I watch the same runs over and over.
Oh.
Not the same exact runs, but different runs of the same game is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Damn it.
Did you hear about all those guys who were using fake, not the ones we were talking about last time, but not the Donkey Kong runners, but the guys who have been uncovered who were doing fake, Yoshi's Island runs and stuff like that.
What? How can you do a fake Yoshi's Island run?
There's just like some strats and stuff that are like really difficult to achieve, and there's some guy who at one point, I don't know if he currently holds it anymore, or did at the time of it being revealed that he was using emulator file. Like
oh yeah, that type of stuff. Was it an Asian guy?
What?
Was it an Asian guy?
Yes.
That you're talking about? I can't remember his name, but yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He was streaming, but
he did a sum
backup.
of best segments run where basically he pieced together his best segments of each part, and then he pretended to be playing it on stream. Yeah.
And he got caught because somebody actually
video
analyzed
that you bring up that's about speedrunning, I've probably watched.
Yeah.
So
the way they caught him is because somebody actually like reviewed his button presses and like frame by frame reviewed the button presses versus what was happening.
Like his flutters and stuff, or like when he would turn back for a second, it never showed him. Like it never showed his fingers move. Right. Yep.
And I thought that was interesting. And speedrunning, that's a dirty community full of cheaters. Well, I mean, everybody's a cheater in speedrunning. You can't trust them.
You can't lump Billy Mitchell and that other guy in with speedrunners. They're score runners. They're all about the high score. They're not about speedruns.
But I'm talking about speedruns now.
I know, but
like that one particular guy with the Yoshi's Island runs is just one of many people who have kind of like been found out recently as well.
Oh, I haven't heard
cheating
about
with
others,
speedruns.
maybe, or maybe I have, and I just don't remember.
Because it's been a big day. Like I've been watching a little bit. Like I stay in circles on YouTube and stuff that keep me close enough to the speedrunning community that I hear about it whenever stuff's going down. And it's like that. It's like the Billy Mitchell and what's his face, Todd Rogers.
Yeah.
It's like that stuff, like just opened up the floodgates of all this other stuff. Even though they're not speedrunners, it's like the speedrunning community is tangentially related, so it got pulled in, and it's crazy. All the cheating that's happening.
I gotta start the boss rush over. Is that in safe state?
Bummer.
That's alright.
You should have saved.
This is what I told you about Mega Man 4. And about drinking while playing video games.
Yeah, well, you didn't. I mean, you're the one who chose to go get another beer.
Well, you bought them, so.
Yeah, I did. I did buy them.
Asshole bought me beer.
I just thought it would be kind of fun if we brought the beer back to the stream for a little while.
Yeah. Well, see what we
because I miss drinking beer.
What would be more fun is if we just did like a total like drunk stream where we just horribly played video games for the sake of being drunk.
But, you know, I like
not trying to talk about interesting topics while drinking.
But I feel like that we're still accomplishing that, although I am probably not the best judge of how successful we've been so far.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at all these viewers.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going for Brightman first because he's the one that killed me. And I don't like him. And he's easy, and I shouldn't have died on him, but... There you go. I'm just going to use an E-Tank since I have 5 more of them.
I wonder if speedrunners care about controllers. I know they do.
What? Yes.
But what do they use, though?
Oh,
what is somebody speedrunning?
Just a SNES controller. They just stockpile good SNES controllers. Or original console controllers.
But is there anybody who plays SNES games with a PlayStation controller?
Probably not. Well, actually, there is somebody that plays Metroid, Super Metroid, on the Wii Virtual Console. A high profile.
Okay.
Super Metroid player who plays on the Wii Virtual Console.
Well, that's good. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting.
I don't know if it's good because I don't think I agree
Super
with
Metroid.
emulation. I don't think I agree with emulation in speedrunning.
Well, do you agree with emulation as a separate category?
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of dumb. Like, why even make a category for that? Like, if you want to play the game, go fucking play the game.
Don't most speedrunning like stat websites put like identify runs as emulated or original hardware?
As far as I know, the SRL current world records of Super Metroid have a mix of SNES and Wii or emulated.
Right, they don't divide them into separate categories, but you know what's emulated and what's real.
Yeah, it'll tell you on the record, it'll say SNES or Wii Virtual Console or whatever.
Yeah, I think it would probably be fair to... It would probably be fair to say that the only true way to really speedrun a game would be on original hardware.
Yeah.
Because that's the way that you know that everybody's on a level playing field.
Right.
Because it's original hardware.
Yes.
But with an emulator, there's all kinds of weird stuff that can happen with emulators.
I mean,
that could potentially have minor effects on the way the game plays, and that could potentially have major effects on a speedrun.
Right.
Because where fractions of seconds count.
Right.
You know, any kind of minor variation in the way the game plays could be like a real problem. Like, for example, your copy of... We proved this on the stream once. Your copy of Mega Man X4 on the PlayStation 2 emulated Mega Man Anniversary Collection disc that you have has a glitch where Slash B you can stun lock, or not stun lock him. He just like doesn't do anything if you get in the right position, right?
Yep.
Whereas on real hardware, it doesn't happen.
Right.
So that could drastically affect the run. Because that's a thing that just doesn't happen on real hardware, but does happen on that particular emulation that you have.
Right.
So, if other people are playing on the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, the X4 speedrun may not be real. It may not be...
And a lot of runners actually do play on the Mega Man X Collection.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like one like
That's
clear...
how I found out about the glitch.
Yeah.
Because of a speedrun.
Right.
They're like, we play on this version because there's this glitch. It's like,
yeah. And it's like we clearly like have evidence of on our own stream that you can't trust emulated game software. And
I mean they're open with it. They're like, the reason that we play the PS2 Mega Man X Anniversary Collection is because there's a glitch that makes it faster. So it's not like a secret or like.
But the critical, important thing to note there is that it's not just like a glitch with that version. It's a glitch in the emulation of the Anniversary Collection for the PlayStation.
Right.
Like, the way that it emulates the PlayStation is glitched.
Right.
So it's not like, oh, that was just a version of the game that had this glitch. It's like there's something fundamentally wrong about the way the emulator works. And that could have other effects that are not known necessarily as clearly as that particular glitch is.
Right.
You know, because who knows what causes that glitch? Like, it's a glitch that happens, but there's got to be an underlying cause.
Right.
And what else is that underlying cause affecting?
Right.
About the game? Who knows? But it seems like, obviously, if you know there's a glitch in this particular version of the game that makes it faster, then obviously it's not valid.
Right.
It shouldn't be seen as valid.
And that's why I don't necessarily agree with emulation in speedruns.
But it does bring up a... Oh, Mike's glitching again.
Just leave it. We're almost done. What's the point at this point?
It's horrible, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna restart it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, everybody. This is a real nightmare. Don't update OBS. If OBS ever asks you to update, just don't do it. Just say no to OBS.
Like, in general, just say no to OBS.
If we were using XSplit, there'd probably...
Hey, Jordan's watching Project Seeds.
And so we're back. Well, that solves the problem real quick.
Jordan, you watching Project Seeds?
Like that happens. Like exiting out of OBS and then launching it back up immediately and starting streaming it immediately causes the. It happens so fast that YouTube doesn't even realize that the stream has stopped.
Oh yeah.
So it just keeps going on the same stream.
Yeah.
So, as far as people are concerned, nothing happened.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be fine.
Nice.
But still, though, fucking OBS. What a bunch of bullshit. Oh man. Anyway, I should probably switch over to XSplit.
Yeah.
I have an XSplit account.
How much work would that be to get the stream on that?
It would take me a little, just like 20 minutes of setup to get it all working properly.
Yeah, let's do that next time.
The only reason I started using OBS is because it worked well.
Yeah.
Initially, and it was pretty good. Oh, actually, specifically the only reason. You know what? Yeah, the only reason I started using OBS is something that we don't even use at this point.
What's that?
Which was, I wanted to have separate mic channels from the audio of the game.
Oh.
Because when we were originally recording these as Let's Plays, I wanted to be able to balance the audio later manually in an editor.
Yeah.
But now that we do streams, it doesn't matter because, like, I'm not going to edit this video anyway. So, and the only reason I switched to OBS is because OBS is the only program that allows you to record multiple channels of audio. XSplit doesn't let you do that, but we don't need that now because all we do is stream. So I might as well just switch back to XSplit.
Yeah.
I think I will. Because XSplit always worked. I never had any problems with XSplit. It just doesn't have as many features as OBS.
Time for some serious time, bro.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to do this battle.
Is it Wiley?
Mm-hmm.
Did you save state?
Yes, I did.
Good.
He only flashes on the screen for like half a second, and you have to hit him while he's on the screen.
What's this bubble above you?
It's not. Fuck. I just saved over my save state.
That's the danger of save states.
Because I was trying to. Damn it. I was trying to load because I knew I wasn't gonna make it.
Yep. You gotta use L for load, Jeremy, and R for remember. Seems like you remembered when you needed to load.
Right.
So how much progress did you lose?
Oh, like 2 seconds. I'm there now.
Woo! It's so sour. I don't think you guys understand how sour this beer is.
Okay.
It's like a warhead. It's like a sour warhead.
Nice. That's true. Okay, where are you gonna be now? Where are you gonna be? Down under me. That's cool. Gotcha.
So is this a good boss fight?
No. It's kind of stupid.
Really?
I mean, it's kind of... I don't know. I mean,
it's kind of neat.
It's not a bad boss fight, but...
I think it's kind of a neat concept.
I think I just like the idea... I think I like the just good old like run and gun type battle instead of the guess where I'm going to be this time battle.
Well, sure. But it's kind of a neat gimmick to the battle.
Yeah. Let's Mega Man 4!
Hey, next week we'll be playing Mega Man 5 and talking about a different topic.
Yeah, honestly, I meant
pretty
to get...
vague topic.
I meant to get, like, to the Wily stages of Mega Man 5. Because when I practiced this earlier, I got through the 8 robots in, like, 35 minutes. And then I got through the Cossack stages in, like, 20 more minutes. So I thought, you know, an hour and 20 minutes. That's good.
Yeah.
And when did we start?
No telling.
Huh?
No telling. I think it was like 7:55 or something.
7:55. Okay, so that was 2 hours and 5. 2 hours and 8 minutes ago. But I did pause a few times for technical difficulties. So I'm going to say I beat it in about an hour and 50 minutes without my senses about me. That's pretty good.
Paul, welcome to the stream. This is Paul.
See,
you might have seen him before.
I was only an hour and only about an hour and 22 minutes away from world record. So not bad.
Not too bad. In the world of world records where seconds count, you were hours away.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? This ain't no speed running stream.
Okay, well, hey guys, this was fun.
I bet you almost everybody watching, or who will ever watch our stream ever, I bet I can beat Mega Man X2 faster than you. Not anywhere close to world record, but I'm pretty fast. And by that I mean 30 minutes off world record. So.
Well, there you go. Well, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with other talks and other games, and maybe not as much beer, because I'm not sure how well this worked out this week. So, but
it was actually kind of fun.
It was kind of fun. I'm currently.
I think we should bring beer back.
I'm currently having fun, but the
conversation was fun. The one guy in chat was cool.
Yeah, that was nice. He did, in fact, subscribe. We have 11 subscribers now. So,
so the talk was fun. The chat was fun. The game was fun.
The 8-bit do controller was pretty fun.
8-bit do is good, except for the D-pad. Man, I was having trouble. But
I'll work to improve that for next week. To
transition from jumping to sliding, because the difference is pushing down or not pushing down. I had a few problems there. But, so, beer's not so bad. If you guys don't mind us, or you don't mind me dying on spikes a few times.
That's going to happen.
Alright, Mega Man 5 next week. Later.
Yeah, later. Bye. Bye, everybody. There's the